My ultimate's ready.
Match found.
एक स्मोक्स ले लो बस हो जाएगा।
Take a seat. I got this.
Reina, there are better ways to survive than your path.
I'm so ashamed. Pobre de mí. How will I live with myself?
लगा गई। भी है भी है। तुम कर सकते हैं। देख देख देख। Let them come inside. Let them come inside. Don't worry.
Yeah. Watching you, healing you.
Ah.
Reloading.
Enemy.
Reloading.
Ooh.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. Spike down B. 30 seconds left.
Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Need a drop. Need a drop.
Mid wall dog. Let them come. Let them come.
Careful.
Sage wall mid. ये हो गया. They are A. They are A. They are.
30 seconds left.
Yikes.
Spike planted.
Careful. Enemy spotted A. Hi! I'm pissed!
Last player standing.
All. We are VALORANT. We are fighters.
Need a drop.
Yeah, it is compy by the way. Lol. Don't leave A until unless all देता हूँ कि B आ जाओ. वे ना साइट आने दो उनको. और सेज वाला फाइन. नो फुट इधर. फिनिक्स क्या कर रहा है मिड में? ए के
My ultimate's not ready.
नहीं ए आया बी आया. अभी तक मत आना. अभी तक उठे. हाँ ले आजा बी आजा. 66 बी आजा.
Spike planted. player standing. One enemy remaining.
Enti, yes. Nice play, pretty nice.
Witchy here. Let's go already.
Need a drop.
Gotta plug those holes, guys.
There we was cool. पी पे मल्टीपल फुट्स आ रहा है मेरे को ए देख ना ए देख के रख एक के देख एक भाई ये फिनिक्स आई डोंट नो व्हाट ही इज डूइंग फिनिक्स ए पे ये तो टॉप है टॉप देख के टॉप दोनों है भाई देख ले
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Let's go Rena भाई फर्स्ट ने कह दे
Sage, we're the perfect pair. You give life. I take it.
मैं ए होल्ड कर रहा हूँ बाय मत दे ऑल किया क्या ये दिखा टॉप जाएगा सीधे
Return to that. My ultimate is ready.
Last player standing.
Vai doar, mano. Vai doar, mano.
And the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
किधर जीपी में कुछ नहीं था अभी तक वही बोल रहा हूँ
Spike down B.
अरे क्यों भाई क्या मारा
Player standing.
रीना
जल्दी जाना जल्दी
अबे
साइड पे
साइट पे है बी साइड
अबे साइड पे जा देरी ना अभी इधर नहीं था हाँ हाँ ऊपर से नीचे जा
ऊपर से नीचे
जल्दी जा भाई क्या कर रहा है
या क्या नया प्लेयर है नया प्लेयर
30 seconds left.
बैंक कर रहा है
Spike planted.
मारियो तेरी नीचे से गया राइट पे नीचे देख इधर नीचे तक भी
नीचे अंदर है इस गली से अंदर जा
है बाप
भाई साहब ओ माय गॉड
क्या ही हगे भाई क्या ही हगे
The enemy only looks composed. Their heart's still a different story.
it's 3v5 तुम दोनों बी संभालो मैं बी संभालता हूँ साइड
ये ना है
रोटेटिंग मैं जा रहा हूँ अरे भाई नहीं खेलना
Spike planted. One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
फाइनली लेना अरे डी ब्रदर
Show me where to go.
Yes.
Need a drop.
I need a drop.
मैं भी मालूम भाई मैं तो पूरा हक रहा
भाई सारे हगे
सारे हक रहे
Spike down mid.
से मिड है मेरा रुक जा लाला मेरे को आने दे spike down
Spike down mid.
अरे मेरा 78
One enemy remaining.
You tried. Stop that.
That was good, but there is more to do. On n'est pas sorti de l'auberge.
आई एम लर्क प्लेइंग, ठीक है। We are 7-1. Nice.
Man, I'm iron. I'm playing the on my friends.
Yeah.
Opponent's killed. Spike planted.
Going up.
By पीछे भाई पीछे मेरे
इसको बोल रहे
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
इधर से मत।
वाह क्या
GG's guys. GG's.
क्या है भाई भाई क्या
नहीं
कर
मार।
रहे हो?
No one else could do this.
We got this.
Reina, why did you take Reina?
I got you, bruv.
Begins.
भाई सब मर गए।
Last player standing.
Nice.
Spike planted.
Ah, 125.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
Need a drop.
पूरा W कर और होल्ड करना गाइस। स्पाइक डाउन मेरे पे।
Spike down. Attacker spawn. One enemy remaining.
वाह किसको फ्लैश कर।
Player standing.
नहीं
Last round in the half.
Use everything you have.
फाइनली जाकर मुझे फाइन का मिलता है। मैं पूरा W कर रहा हूँ। नहीं होगा नहीं।
You should run.
Spike planted.
ऊपर है ऊपर है नहीं रुक जा फिनिक्स मैं हूँ
Last player standing.
खेल
Enemy remaining.
ऊपर है ऊपर है ऊपर है ऊपर ठीक कर ब्लाइंड डाल दे ब्लाइंड डाल दे ब्लाइंड डाल दे
Switching sides.
Their MVP is mine. Let's do this.
फिनिक्स फिनिक्स मैं मिड जा रहा हूँ Sage, no food, sir. No food, sir. No food, sir. No food, sir. Heal this, heal this, heal this, heal this. Jaldi heal
Spike
this.
drop. Watch your eyes.
Spike down. A. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Nice. GG's, guys.
Match point.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Reyna, are you a new player, by the way? Which एक answer, दो answer. Hold कर. Guys,
Spike down A.
एक rotate गया, एक पीछे से जाएगा.
Spike is down.
रेना देख ले. तो रेना तो है ही नहीं.
Last player standing.
Sure thing.
Remaining.
I have spike.
30 seconds left.
Hi.
Defenders win. Match found.
Where's the fire?
Match found.
Reyna, the souls of this human. Do you hear their voices as I do?
Standing. Spike down A.
Sniper wants to watch us? Let him. We don't hide.
Spike down A.
I have this fight.
Standing ahead.
Spike down A.
Next.
Spike down A.
No charges.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them to me. No prisoners. Still in sight.
Spike down B. Spike down.
Listen up.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Cancel out. Okay. I have this fight.
The enemy fears you, Reyna. You can use that.
Find their weakness.
Stealing tonight.
Target spotted. Over there. Reloading.
Rotate. Rotate.
My ult's not ready. There. Thirty seconds left. Barrier deployed.
Reload. Right. Right here.
10 seconds left. Last player standing.
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend it.
One strike there, bro.
With me.
Revealing area.
Clean kill.
Right here.
My ult's not ready.
Reloading.
Rapid fire.
Reloading.
Spike down B. Target spotted mid.
Enemies close. Eyes up. Right here.
Target spotted A. Enemy remaining. They're done.
They're stubborn. They'll break.
Reload.
You, hermanito.
Right here.
Right.
Thug. Right here.
Listen to
There they are.
Spike down mid.
Right here.
Sniper का वो है फिर से ठीक है
Enemy spotted A.
आएगा मैं तेरे पे नहीं प्लांट दोनों से कवर है प्लांट कवर दे तो कवर दे रहा प्लांट करना तू
30 seconds left.
प्लांट प्लांट तो कवर ओपन बैठ जा
Enemy remaining.
नाइस ऊपर
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
Watching here.
आजा ओमेन
Enemy spotted B.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
The battlefield changes with every player.
Reloading.
Let us hunt.
Still inside. Still inside.
Clearing area.
Reloading.
Reload. Fight this fight.
Story. Here. Planted.
Top shot.
Throwing.
Off your feet!
Last player. Team 8.
Combat is a means to an end. And we are the means.
Hold.
Hold.
One enemy remaining.
Done.
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours. Need a drop. Thank you. Reloading.
Over there.
Spike down B.
Revealing area.
No more secrets.
Reload.
Last player standing. Spike down B. Last round before the switch.
Buy all you need.
I can buy.
I could use a drop. Thank you.
Reloading.
I get a drop. Bring your best. Get a drop.
Reloading.
Spike down mid.
I have it.
Picture के रंग करना भाई कुछ नहीं इसलिए ड्रॉप में तो ड्रीम आ गया पीछे
Standing. Spike down. Switching sides.
There's no need for the enemy to suffer.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Their death demands our attention. Barrier deployed. Throw it. Grenade.
Spike down B. Standing. Spike planted.
Saving. Okay.
Spike planted. Player standing.
Make them regret their choice of profession.
Planted.
They want to dance? I'll lead. Reloading. Let's start this party.
Spike planted. Player standing. Result. Remaining.
4 dead. My ult ready.
Match point.
No one beats my firepower. I got this.
Planted. I know exactly. Attackers win.
Both teams stronger half. And a lot of that, again, is going to be on Kiko. Those walkabouts, those aggressive pushes. But in this round, at least, pressure on Ethan.
Starting to start. Certainly avoided what was a big danger with players grouped up and ready to blitz on in the end. Mates will just use this as a chance to take the orb and explore the rest of the map. A slow start. It did seem like they wanted to make it a bit more pacey towards that C site. Now they find it wide open. The pump fake has worked. Mini's just been spotted. I don't think he realized that he was seen, and they noticed him moving towards Garage now. Starting to put the pieces together, perhaps. The hit into the C site comes in with a man disadvantage for Mates. NRG more than content to play the retake.
Spike planted.
Post plant hold. Clearly expected to be aggressive. I'm seeing Brock all the way back towards spawn, just watching for them to push up. Maybe worried about a pop flash that could be put into play. Even still, the paranoia hasn't really got them the space they wanted. In fact, Martin's managed to even things up, waiting for Kiko to make his move. Instead, it's Marder to do the work, give them that advantage back, a complete blind onto Starzo, and now Bebo is all that remains, seeming like an impossible clutch and a stellar retake from NRG. What was looking like a tough round for them ended up seeming quite easy.
And it could be important looking at that first half. So many of the rounds coming from the pistol, coming from the first 6 or 8 rounds. Early success for NRG when they're trailing. The utmost importance. Mata as well, finding so many of those picks. I think the defuse
Let's go, boys.
incredibly close to a run it back for NRG. And DD got the defuse as well, 2 away. Farming up those orbs in this round going to be fairly easy. I mean, worst case scenario, he gets 1 if he dies. So the buy round will carry a lot of weight to it. Weak 5 for Mates, but they try to play this a bit more direct, and they've got a lot of space for their trouble. NRG, in fact, having to give up, use a lot of that utility on Ethan just to get him out, and somehow they lost Scuba? I was going to say they did a great job to not give anything away,
Planted.
and they lose what is an easy fight up in heaven.
That's one player down. Already the potential spams though. And Odin in the second round is rare. Unless you're up against Brock, in which case you should be expecting it. Shot dart to the site. Won't find much, but the weaponry advantage is crazy. Nothing was garnered up, and the judge is going to clear out under with no problem. Brooks again does well, but now Bebo is all that remains. And no surprise, the retake ends up being quite comfortable. An even scoreline now for NRG. They're back in the second half.
Yeah, as much as they were the early half warriors in that first half, you definitely know that this is a squad that can run away with things if given that momentum, if given that time. Already seeing one of the big headaches. I suppose 2 of the big headaches.
Yes.
We talked a lot about the judge and the neon nerfs, how you won't see it quite as much anymore, but he's the man who has been known to pull it out here and there. But Brock's the main big boy here with the big old Odin. 15 and 7 at the moment. This is his half as well. This is where he's going to be the biggest annoyance that you've played against.
Know your angles, that's all I'll say. Definitely still quite a lot of vulnerabilities though. NRG in this round, saying that though, Marder in the corner, he's not going to be checked. That's as free as it can be. Not the way you want to start off a round like this. Doesn't go back for what? That is dangerous. You know there's a judge in that corner. And then the molly comes through just afterwards. He's able to survive. Martin also tagged, needs to fall back. But it seems like the plan was to maybe go back in that direction anyway. Mini has been holding on that side. Kiko also able to retrieve a rifle. So what was a much weaker round ends up with 3 rifles on either side.
Nice shot by Martin. Brock to the big danger, we said, but evidently not. Now the Phoenix ult for Martin looking very tempting. This 3v3, but the spike's already moving towards the site, so if used, it'll be post-plant.
The site now cleared. The remaining players looking for retake.
30
Now,
seconds
Ethan's
left.
position with this SMG is a danger. This fight is going to be important, and already Mini tagged desperately low. Martin getting aggressive, but it's expected for. He's 8 punched initially, but he still takes down Ethan. A third already, and then his teammate rebuilds it. For a moment, that would get dangerous. But Eminem, the Mini and Martin show, are going to keep them in that round.
Well, it especially looked dangerous with the plant position. They planted for backside.
Look at this.
And then tried to fight. That's ridiculous.
It's like he knew he was about to jump.
They tried to fight into the spawn, and with Mini being tagged so low, they had to give it up. That looked like a big danger because where else do you defend that spike from?
So.
And one shot from the side for Martin. It gave them an opportunity, but that was a crazy closeout by Mini. around it, even though it was a 3v2. It was in danger. 2 players tagged low.
It's a bonus this round. You have to remember that on the NRG side. Like, that was...
Joke's
on
over.
ready for this one. Already a shutdown. And not a bad trade. Get rid of the ult. Counter used on the other side for Marder, but I don't think he's going to find anyone on his route towards the remaining attackers. Mini waiting on the edge of the smoke. And the early trade out ends even.
Mates to move slowly back in the other direction. NRG have given up this entire side of the map, but they're running out of info on the defensive side. They haven't seen any contact for quite a while. They're poking and prodding A long. They swing out and see nothing there. Yeah, now the realization is setting in for NRG that this is no longer an A play. The trap and a player still holding B. No walkthrough on Garage. Yes, NRG realize it's a C take. They realized it before the push comes in, but they don't get here on time. The plan's undeniable. The position of Mini maybe a little deeper than they expect at this point. It doesn't matter. Good work by Scuba. Give them the advantage, and NRG are so patient. They back out immediately saying, we've got the man advantage, we've got time. Let's play this together.
Nothing to risk. Putting a freebie away. Still quite an aggressive hold from that attack side. That might be their undoing. Paranoia is sublime, but Prox just about holds on. Another one for Bebo, in fact, and now they're starting to fight this back. A low HP player, but it doesn't seem to mean too much. And for Kiko, the time already gone. A nice shot to Prox, but he has no choice but to flee the scene. An opportunity for NRG, but even still, mates are not giving it up.
Bebo has been quiet so far. Very quiet. So far in this game. But he chose a big moment to activate. Putting a big round on the board for the side of mates. Getting a little bit more confident as well. And when you look at this from the perspective of NRG on the run back through, 2 players to deal with. They spread out decently. They looked for those trades. The timing a little bit off, sure. But they didn't expect those players to still be on the site. They thought they'd take a little bit more of a safe haven. They'd play towards long, that the smoke that they put down would make things awkward. Bebo ahead of it. Stands and greets them. A confident stance for a man that really wasn't connecting up until this moment.
That's the second pause, right? That's what it looks like, at least.
And it's put the pressure on to NRG, clearly.
I think it's a good moment to take one, because I think you look at that sort of round and go, you get your advantage with the paranoia, and then the rest of it just slips away. You give opportunities to the likes of people. And I'll be brutally honest. If you go back to watching EMEA, watching him play Duelist, I was very critical of this man. I don't think it suited him on that role. But the swap between him and Mini, I never expected it to work that well. Like Mini is a player who's been exceptional on the Sentinel, and I looked at that and went, are you cutting off your own arm to spite your face? Like, it seemed super silly.
Right here.
But it is working out for the squad. 9 and 7. Only Kiko's operator remains into this round. It looks like a much more direct hit from the mates.
Looks that way for sure. Is it though? They ran in, immediately turned back, and now start shift walking up. If you're NRG, you've got to be perplexed by what you're facing. They made this look like a ruse, so plain as day, that NRG have already left the site, and now they just walk back in. That's an outrageous play to even attempt, but they've lost Bebo. Sending a lurk like this up against the pistols is a mistake, and one that mates have just paid for.
They've got to be careful. NRG might have let that last retake slip, but now with the man advantage, weaponry being retrieved. Opportunities there, but Marder a little bit ahead of the curve. Him going in, shot from Mini, but Scuba might have just gone better. 3 already. Dart has to be shot. They now know that Starzo's in an aggressive position. He's about to find him for himself, but Scuba's there again. One man left to deal with, every single one revealed, but it is irrelevant. Even with a singular gun in the round and then one picked up off the corpse of Beepo. That's enough for NRG to get themselves back in.
Yeah, it just looks like a small bit of a mistake from the side of Mates. I love the idea. Faking out towards that site was genius, and it worked wonderfully. But when you play that lurk up against an eco, there's always a risk, and
that's nasty, though.
That was exactly the risk that was taken. Indeed, as you said, though, a nasty round from Scuba.
To get two players, one elevated on the box, like, that's insanity. Like, I almost now feel a little bit bad for Mates watching that back and going, how has he hit both of those shots in such quick succession? But look at the damage it's done. It was NRG coming into the last round with a singular operator, which he got one kill. Now, we see the ultimate coming through the overdrive, attempting to try and pad the gap to what is a weaker purchase, and as of right now, it's not done the trick.
I know.
Even still, though, early trades, and Martin keeps things level. Another opportunity for a plant.
Looks like they'll have it. Deciding to give the orb over to Martin. He'll now be one away from a run it back.
Look at Starzo as well.
Very late flank attempted. This squad sent Prox and Beepo. Beepo with a buddy this time to play that garage control. And they know that Beepo's towards the site. They'll see it soon. The cam activated. Beepo gonna show some tail. Buying time. That's his game, but he's failed at it. Falling with just one. Now the defuse possibly underway as Martin's gonna be blinded up. Starzo gets one with a backstab, and it's huge. It faked out the Hunter's Fury to pull them off the defuse. He finds them with the backstab and now runs the clock all the way down. Starzo with a surreal play puts Mates up to 10.
It's funny, you think it's going to be the kills that end up winning the round for Starzo, but in fact, a singular kill and then the constant doubt in the back of Brock's mind. I thought for a second that we might even see the run it back out from Martin, but clearly had a lot of faith in his IGL to close this one out.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, either it was the most unfortunate timing misclick of all time, or he activated the Hunter's Fury to put it away immediately so they think, well, he's long as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's long. Such a big gambit to take, but what a payoff for Starzo. And honestly, of all the players, he is the guy I expect to make that kind of play. He's unhinged in the best possible way.
As I said at the beginning, there might be players on the Mate side that will hear this crowd and take it as pressure. Starzo is not one of those players. Starzo will hear that crowd roar and ask them to do it again. Even still, though, the purchase up.
I have the spike.
For NRG is not a bad one. They've got some ults to help them out. They got the judge of Ethan, which certainly hasn't been bad so far. And well, you look at the position he's sitting in, you think it's going to be great. But the major danger is going to be Kiko in this corner.
That's exactly why.
Down
He's got one. Brock's there with the double tap onto Beepo. And Kiko in for more. He's hungry and they keep on feeding him. Mates finally, with a retort of their own, they find a pick. But so much more is needed for this to become a workable round yet again. The molly, small bit of damage onto Kiko. With 12 seconds left, but to be fair, though, they will actually get the plant out of this.
10 seconds left.
The cross is not being covered, I think, by Scuba. Best he could do is spot it.
One enemy remaining.
And yeah, well, that's about how it should end. Well handled by Scuba. 10-9 now. NRG not letting this map slip without a bit of a fight, at least.
Oh, no, for sure. I think after the pause, it looked like they cleaned up a lot of the mess. They seem to be coming in on those retakes. And I think the combination in this round is wonderful. Use the Hunter's Fury, but at the same time, that's when we see the peak out from Kiko. And it's safe to say you set this man up for success. He's normally the one that delivers. Even still, though, an opportunity, last opportunity, I believe, for the Mates to talk this one through. But safe to say we're in a pause when Gundy's rattling off commands like that.
Yeah, it's good to see that there's a lot of ideas there for mates. Again, thinking back on some of the rounds they've had, some nice plans, some small bumps in the road presented along the way. Think about the plan for the back spawn with the deep play in from Mini. Think in particular about the anti-eco late lurk through that they attempted with Beepo bringing them a rifle, giving NRG the chance to fight back. And I think that's going to be the most important thing for mates now, is to not give opportunities away. Harder to do it in a round like this. Pistols across the board. The attack side's been doing well when it comes to these pistols in terms of getting boots on the ground. Looks like a much more direct play is going to be attempted. All the pressure mounting onto Brock. He has got that Odin to work with, and the spam already has put Mini down to 14 HP.
Start you were hoping for with the man who normally looks to break the eye line. Marder also already filling in the space. Seems like they've got a good idea of what's about to happen. Not the prettiest of phrase, but he gets the job done. In fact, the pressure really starting to build. Herbert Brock is there to support, covering fire. And a nice shot on one. And what if Starzo had the spike here, we might be calling proper old school strats, but he doesn't. And you can already see that Kiko is well aware of where his opponent has come from. Doesn't hit the shot, but that's fine.
Starzo knew that they'd be watching that. Went out wide to dodge the first, but can't dodge that second burst. The shot sent his way for NRG. The game far from over, as after the pause, and after the eco after the pause, mates are about to be put to the test. This round, not one that I'm going to be too worried about losing typically. And if I'm not mistaken, they still have that run it back on Martin for the next, which I think is going to be the key to open the lock that is the defensive side from NRG so far.
We'll see.
But this damage has been there from Brock. The start of the last round, he lit Mini down to 14 HP. This time he puts him on 68. Starzo stripped of shields as well. Great early round by Brock, shooting a wall.
He's just one of the best players, but maybe one of the worst humans. The way he plays the game, it really is. It's painful to watch what he's able to do, and already that running back has been denied within half of a second. It seems like they're going to try and put the pressure on, but with the running back coming through from the opposing side, they opt to scurry away, get themselves into the post plant on the B site. And well, all that running back has found is that they are no longer A.
Yeah, I do think that was probably the idea from NRG early on, just to bait out that ultimate, get rid of some of the big dangers, and now maybe have an easier time. The tap already there. It's going to get utility on the other side. Reveal having to be thrown through. Another tap now as Mata takes down Starzo, all the while waiting for Scuba to strike from the shadows on the sidelines. Numbers fading as Scuba steps forward and finds out that there's plenty looking his way. Kiko, that smoke should count him out of the round already. It should make this impossible. And although he'll still attempt it, the camera might just have bought enough time. It's another round for Beepo. He might not be at the top of the scoreboard, but he is certainly bringing them home the important rounds.
Yeah, he did exactly what he needed to do in that moment. Just stayed alive. His teammate sacrificed his life, and it did seem like, with how quick mates were to react, that maybe even after they threw in their run it back and their opponents threw in theirs, they were actually fairly prepared to go back towards B and give it all up, expecting there to be a bit of a stack up on that side of the map. Of course, for NRG, this isn't going to hamper them too much going into this round. Operator still on hand and looking like a quicker pace take. I wonder if the defenders will almost retreat off this one. They have done in the past, but no. They're actually running back in to try and fight and brawl, and that's worked out. Two quick kills for the defenders.
I think mates almost expected them to play that bit more passive. For NRG, the more aggressive stance, well, the reward tangible here as Prox is left alone. He's going to use the ult. He'll be caught by the trip, sure, but that'll have no real effect other than confirming he's on this side of the map. A plan is found. but his reposition will be everything. They will look to play this together on NRG. And up in the hands of Ethan, who is just the trailblazer, trying to spot this player out, trying to find Prox, but the smoke forces him forward. Nice isolation on the first. Shot through the smoke, and it's just one man left.
He let go.
Defuse not being stuck. Prox believes that it won't be this time either. It's a good read, but this could be where he's pulled into the fight. With an unbelievable clutch, Gentlemates have a chance to close out this map.
We talk about, I think it was talked about in the desk, the redemption arc of Starzo, but I think the more poignant redemption arc is that of Prox. A man that was a mate, a man that was left to the curb, was replaced. But sometimes your old friends are the best ones, and bringing him back into this roster for this moment alone, it might be enough to immortalize him as a mate for life. An insane clutch to take them to map point, and all momentum has to be with Gentlemates now. Trying to put the pressure on, the overdrive pop for Mini, but he's taking his time. Forcing them out of the site. Hunter's Fury as they're boxed in. That's Kiko gone. Looking for a little bit more, but even still, with the plant coming in, the advantage is firmly with Gentlemates.
Anything but gentle as they look to pull this across the line. 2 chances, but this the best of them. A man advantage already. And Mini, it's a nasty play. The judge up close.
Remaining.
They didn't see it coming. 13-10. Gentlemates. They start this series out with success. And the crowd goes wild.
This is a massively impressive victory. Both pistols, both second rounds went in the other direction. Each half had to be a fight back from the Gentlemates. But the fact is, they have shown that resilience already. We were worried that maybe the crowd would end up putting too much pressure on this team. But the fact is, it seems like they are thriving within the pressure. Well, it may only be map 1, but I can tell you the Gentlemates fans are having a party.
Very well deserved after a performance like that. This is last year's world champions on that stage. And Gentlemates have given them a taste of what that hometown hero can do. The crowd by their side, by their backs. And they stand tall after map number 1. Still, so much more to come of this series. We know that NRG are going back to the room behind the stage, and they are not going to leave until they know that they can bounce back. But a performance like this, that is going to make the day for every Gentlemates fan out there. Speaking of which, let's throw this over to the biggest Mates fan I know. We've got Puckett.
What's up, everybody? It is Puckett here on the English stream, and I am with Bez. Now, Bez, we just saw a ridiculous finish to map number 1. Talk to me about the 1v3 clutch and what we just witnessed at the end.
Bro, Prox is just good, you know? It's, brother, I cannot talk. I don't know, bro. It was amazing. It was amazing. The crowd is amazing. We like it. I'm proud of you, Prox. Let's go, bro. Let's continue like this. So, 1-0 against Energy. I don't know what to say.
I don't know how you beat the Gentlemates with this crowd right now. Now, you've been signing autographs. We had this sold out. There are no more seats available, and now they're starting to pile into the bleachers on just day number 1. Why do you have so many fans in Paris?
It's normal because we are at home, you know. Paris is our city. We are...
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got to get back to his live stream. Make sure to check it out. He's going to be there with Squeezy. We've got a show match coming up later. 2-0, 2-1, all done?
2-on, bro!
Gentlemates feeling good out here on the floor. Back to the studio. Thank you very much, Puckett and Baez. And wow, what a feeling it was here. I cannot describe how awesome it is to see a victory by the Gentlemates in front of the Gentlemates fans. It is amazing. Digon here alongside Kukuka and Athena. What a way to kick things off, 13-10.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy to see Baez here. Like, he's such a sweet individual. Seated, living it seriously. This was a different experience. You should have been here the moment that Gentlemates were able to close that map because the audience gave absolutely everything.
Yeah, he's hyping up Prox in that 1v4. You should have heard what it was like in here. It was insane. We're all the way in the back in the green room and we could hear the floor shaking essentially. Insane round to bring it back into the game. And for Prox, wow, what a showing for his first time in Globals.
But he wasn't the only one popping off here as we take a look at Mini, who had himself a hell of a first half, really setting the tone for the squad.
Athena, I was asking you, what is going on with Mates? Because we know back in EMEA that Mini is just a brilliant player. Now, did I expect to come out here today and say, oh my God, the duelist in Gentlemates is brilliant, and not be speaking about Martin? Absolutely crazy what he was able to do in so many of these rounds. Yes, this was a 13-10, but let's be realistic. NRG won both pistols and lost both halves either way.
Yeah, it's insane that the scoreline is like this. And you can see with the stats on the screen, his ATS, it's 236. It's not crazy high, but he was the reason for a lot of those openings, a lot of the reasons why they got that map control so easily away from NRG. And I think here for Mini, he's done such a good job. And we talked about Martin as well coming back online. He did towards the second half of that game. So it's really nice to see how these double duelists are playing together.
Today, everything is on the side of Gentlemates. They have the audience, the fans turning up. As Puckett was saying, we're literally having to open up more space because this is completely packed with fans. They have that. They have Mini with the openers. We also have Prox with the clutches. And we have the entire numbers here to take a look at them.
Yeah, you can see Brock stepping up here for NRG. Just was not quite enough. No one above 300 ACS, but I think it's just a reminder on how close this game was.
I think that you need to stop thinking of that. What LaRock does is normal. I think you need to stop thinking that is what happens usually.
A little bit of a freak in the server.
Speaking of LaRock, that very final round, that clutch that finished out, we saw LaRock just peeking over at the screen right behind the bleachers. When that final kill came down, he laughed, he turned around and walked out.
God.
He's the
in
one,
big trouble.
He's the one that was fanning the flames of the Gentlemates and their fans saying they wouldn't get out, but their one map went away from doing exactly that.
Yeah, I think this is insane. Again, this is NRG's map pick, right? This Haven.
You tell me, Athena. You're looking at me as if I have answers for you. You should be the one explaining to me what is going on today.
I should be the one explaining to you why I thought EMEA was at the bottom when clearly they're so much better. Hey, here I am owning up to my mistakes, okay? EMEA, you have a new fan today. Gentlemates, the way they played was really good. They were not allowing NRG to get those retakes. The retake simulator was shut down. And it feels like a lot of that was really well done.
Too many times where they run out of time to perform that retake in too many good clutches for this side of Gentlemates.
All right, they are one win away, are the mates, from moving on to the semifinals and that date with BBL. But for now, we have an update over at Apex Legends. Let's send it on over to Jenny.
We're here at the Korea City Grid where Apex is in full swing, and the lovely Annalisa decided to join us to give us a bit of an update when it comes to what are we expecting from Apex, how has everything been, and which teams are looking the strongest when it comes to club championships.
It has been absolutely chaotic here for the Apex Legends stage. Now, we have a team named Elite. Now, they have actually been skyrocketing through every single group stage. So we calculate all our points sort of at the end of these series, and now we've had about 3 of their series. They got 191 points altogether. In Apex Legends history, right, so this is in our Pro League series, it's 248. So they almost got to that record of the group stages. They are an absolute powerhouse of a team. Now, if we move to someone such as like our big heavy hitters like Alliance, we expected a lot from them. I mean, they did sort of make it up in those last couple of 6 matches there, but it was looking like one of our biggest EMEA teams was not going to make it through. So we have actually had chaos. We even had our wonderful, I think it was a Shopify Rebellion, have a little bit of a heat stroke. So we've had players filled in for us as well. We have had it all at the Apex.
It sounds really chaotic. It sounds like a lot is going on all at the same time. My question then, the final one for you is there a favorite in terms of who you think will be able to secure the most amount of club championship points?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Look, we always have to look at the Falcons, right? Their consistency is absolutely insane, and this is through every single game that they touch. Yeah, I mean, in Apex specifically right now, they're not doing terrible. They never have, never will, but, you know, they aren't up at these teams such as Elite, right? So they are still idling behind them, but you would see teams like that do quite well. I think, you know, Apex South right here, I think SAUL have their games now, might be able to make their way up as well for the club championship points, but it's really tight for us here.
That is really great to hear.
I'd love to give you a good straight answer, but it's chaos.
We'll get there eventually. We're going to be doing these check-ins a lot. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to join us here. That's it from us. Back to you guys.
What's up, everyone? My name is Fraud. I'm the head coach of MIBR Los, and I'm going to do my pick'ems today. So, Heretics and BBL.
Match found. Choose your agent.
Take a seat. I've got this.
I will soothe this turmoil with fire.
Spike down mid. One enemy remaining.
Do not fight.
Focus your hate at the enemy, Cleo. Waste it on me.
बोला था भाई
Cutting their vision. Enemy remaining.
ऐसा इधर देखे यहाँ पर है
Reloading. Reloading.
What will it be this time? Have any patterns emerged yet?
Target sighted.
Spike
Back
down
down.
mid.
Ready.
They're bad, but also we're just good.
Nice.
Flash!
Finish, finish.
Watch your eye!
Remaining.
रुको मत सपोर्ट दो सपोर्ट दो रुक फिनिश में फ्लैश करूंगा फ्लैश डाल अरे
You can come against I.
Phoenix, this is my guy.
लेट सा प्रेस करूंगा उनको पता चल गया भाई ये रुक
दरवाजा तोड़ेंगे तो बोलना
पेमेंट अरे यार ब्लाइंड करेंगे
Spike planted.
नाइस गुड टेक
Reloading.
maybe यार
my bad
नाइस
One remaining. Last player standing.
सुन सेव मत फाइट ले लो सामने हो
I will not die here.
my bad
Watch my tech, everyone. If I throw it left and you go right, I can't heal you. Or hurt you, for that matter.
साले मिड से पुश मार रहे भाई
कोई मेन देखो यार ओके ओके
अरे मिड से आ रहे भाई मिड से आ रहे अरे यार
Many enemies here.
Spike
अरे
down
मिक्स
A.
भाई
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Yes.
What is
Enemy
it, man?
remaining.
अरे यार
I can't be away for long. Let's end this quickly.
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही क्या
आ रही सुन ना रहना इस मैप पे ऑफ नहीं होते मिड से ऑफ होते हैं करना है ऑफ
वो मिड खेल
Don't hold back.
फाइट मत लेना
Enemy spotted. B.
तेज मत उधर रुको फेक था बे ये
Reloading. Spike planted.
No charges left.
एक उधर प्लान था
go. रहना वहीं पे रुको आएंगे.
One enemy remaining.
Remember, stay out of the fire. Super high level tactic. Remember that, yeah?
उन पे भाई नहीं है वैसे ऑफ करेंगे. ठीक है. तू मिड देख भाई काय हो मैं इधर देखता हूँ. फुट से स्मोक से हील ले कायो हील. वाह कैंपर ये साइड पे ही है. स्लिप तेरे पीछे.
You will not kill my ally.
स्पाइक डाउन मेरे साथ
Spike down mid.
अरे इधर
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
अरे भाई दिन जाने
They were not good enough. Once more into battle. I'm not tired. Are you?
फुट से सिर्फ फुट से एक कहीं एक.
आगे अरे 48 ओ में 48 ये
Spike planted.
Embarrassing.
फिनिक्स टैप कर
You should run. One enemy remaining.
वही डिफ्यूज करो बेस्ट टाइम पे डिफ्यूज.
Last player standing.
वही वॉल बनाना डिफ्यूज करो कोने में एकदम.
All good. All good.
आगे वो मारो उसको
डिप
नहीं आ पाएगा
ओ भाई
I know what must be done.
Yo, Team Forge, let's go.
भाई
टैप टैप करना यार खड़े हो टैप टैप करो वॉल तोड़
Spike planted.
रीलोड कर अरे तू कर क्या
Standing.
गन चेंज कर नियॉन के लिए गन नियॉन के लिए कायो तू क्या किया
अरे यार वही ना यार क्या किया मैंने हाइपर हो गया
अबे टैप टैप करके मार इजी
Reloading.
हाइपर हो गया मैं सॉरी यार 3 बंदे दिख गए भाई मैं बोला चढ़ेंगे अभी
फिनिश को मिड देखते हैं मैं साइड पीछे आ जा छोड़ छोड़ रोटेट कर सकते
Spike planted. Last player standing.
You will not kill my ally.
किल कर लेता लेना
रीलोड कर
Enemy remaining. Last round before the switch. Spike down B.
Your duty is not.
आ गया रुक आ गया
Last player standing. Switching sides.
Catch your breath. Not that I need to, of course.
Reloading.
Need to drop.
Reloading.
Keep the balance in our favor.
Smoke's threatening.
Going up. Our stack carrier's down.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Our stack carrier's
अबे
down.
यार तुम क्या साइड देखते हो मेरे को जरा समझाओ
Make a plan, then execute.
Spike is here.
I have the spike.
मेरे को दे
Spike is right.
चलो एंट्री दिला
Reloading. Enemy and defender spawn.
My ultimate's not ready.
Few seconds. Reload.
थोड़ा जल्दी आओ
अरे भाई जेट
What the fuck
स्मोक के अंदर फिनिक्स यार
Last player standing.
I don't know भाई तुम लोग क्या करते हो
डेफ कर रहे हो
भाई यार तू उतना पीछे क्यों खेलता है
The stock back up.
Here.
भाई मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ अच्छा खेलने का होती नहीं है
Let's go.
एंट्री दिला
Smoke's resonating.
अबे यार बहुत
My upright.
Last player standing. Down A.
भाई थोड़ा वेट कर लो ना
Sound is everything on the battlefield, so listen for noise. You'll hear those jerks before you see them.
मेरे से जाएंगे
Reloading.
Flashbang.
बीबी चल रहा है
Healing.
एक सौ देख रहे हैं ना
One enemy remaining.
Reloading. They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
Loading.
रास्ता के लिए कोई नहीं है
My ultimate's ready.
Remaining.
Target sighted, B.
प्लान कर रहा भाई क्या कर रहा था साइड में
अरे मैंने भाई ये देखा भाई
Spotted mid.
होल्ड करना है रहना ऐसे पीक मत बैठ जाओ सब बैठ जाओ बस बैठ जाओ वेट करेंगे
Be great.
I'll shut them down. Until then, I need a drop.
Spike is here.
Cheers.
अरे गाइस आ रहा हूँ हेलो आ जाओ भाई
My ultimate's not ready.
Smoke's resonating.
140
बिल्कुल
ब्लैंक आएगा देख आगे बस सुन ले फिनिक्स ना आएगा शायद दो फ्लैंक आएगा ना तो एक आएगा
What nonsense!
One enemy remaining.
Enemy spot.
पागल क्या आपके पीछे मारने हैं
Reloading. You are in our way. Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
किधर जाना है भाई
Spike is here. Embarrassing.
दे 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 दे
Spike.
मेरे को दे जल्दी दे
I have the spike.
My ultimate's not ready.
Moved.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
For you.
Easy, you say.
If anyone needs an energy boost out there, I've got you. Radianites, here we come.
Imposter killed. Last player standing. Your duty is last player standing.
Shy.
They keep trying to silence us. We keep talking.
Thank you.
Reloading. Reloading. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Watch your eye!
Your tactics fail. Reloading.
Match point.
A single battle between us and victory.
Feeling fed. For you. Current division.
You will not kill my ally.
One enemy remaining. Attackers win.